It's good to see everyone again. As we continue our study of Ezra, we are actually here at the Lord's table at St. Thomas Church. Many people call it an altar, but we wanted to, since our reading here is about the altar, the beginning, the construction of the altar in Ezra, I thought this would be a good place to talk about this. So we're in chapter 3 of the book of Ezra. A critical mass of the exiles, the former exiles, have made it to Jerusalem, and they have been confronted with something very important, and that has made them sort of fearful, and that is the people of the land outnumber them, and the people of the land are not excited about the exiles coming back to Jerusalem. So they're fearful. And it says here, this is chapter 3, verses 3 through 4. They set the altar in its place, for fear was on them because of the peoples of the lands. And they offered burnt offerings on it to the Lord, burnt offerings morning and evening. And they kept the feast of booths, as it is written, and offered a daily burnt offerings by number according to the rule as each day required. So they have become very fastidious and very interested in following the law of Moses as it pertains to worship, because in their fear, in their seeming impotence, because of their small number, they draw close to God. They draw close to God. And the altar, of course, would be the first thing that they would build in order to do the things that they needed to do. Now this really resonates with us here at St. Thomas in many ways, because we're still waiting on some word from FEMA. We still have funding. There's some things out there that we're unsure about. We don't know where all the funds are going to come from to do what we want to do. You know, the community, again, you're seeing all of the vacant lots, the hollowing out of the community, and there's a feeling of apprehension in that sense, and that's a very normal, and of course we are. I mean, that's just how these things work. But as we do this, you know, I was having lunch with Bob Sellers, who was an assistant, an associate rector here many years ago, and he said, David, you know, God is going to do what He is going to do with St. Thomas. It's your job to lead your people in being faithful, meaning being trusting. So at this time, just like the Israelites as they returned from exile, drawing close to the Lord, drawing close to hear His word, to seek His face in prayer to Him. That's our job. This whole thing is not on our shoulders. It is in God's hands. And it is imperative for us to understand that and to draw close to Him as we seek His purpose and His face for this next phase of St. Thomas's history. I hope this helps you with Ezra 3, and I'll see you next time. God bless you.